Robinson. I'm a science and ag teacher here at the school. I have the privilege of introducing this year's class valedictorian, Connor Parsons. As Connor's chemistry and physics teacher, I can best describe Connor as supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Or simply put, extraordinary. Connor is hardworking, communicative, funny, witty, and out of this world intelligent. Connor has a knack for just seeing the big picture and making meaningful connections. He just gets it. Connor, your dedication and commitment to learning is unparalleled, and it's no surprise that you are this year's valedictorian. I'm proud to welcome you to the podium. Connor Parsons, everybody.
As much as I'd like to pretend I had my speech memorized, I was hiding in my sleep. Good morning, class of 2024. Before I begin my speech, I would just like to give thanks to my family, most of which are here today, all of whom didn't know I was valedictorian until they read the itinerary, so that's unfortunate. In that same vein, I also want to extend my appreciation to everyone else's families that are here today. I think we should all give them a warm round of applause for being here today. I'm not really sure how you give a cold round of applause, but I figured I'd specify just in case. When I was told or emailed the fact that I was valedictorian, I was shocked. Thoughts like, I don't deserve this, or me, of all people, just came rushing into my head. And then I realized I just get to be up here cracking jokes while being inspirational. So, you guys are stuck with me. While you're stuck here though, let me tell you about a guy who was much smarter than me, William Shakespeare. He once said, "Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." I think that quote can resonate a lot with our class. A lot of you may feel like you weren't born great, but I encourage you to challenge that way of thinking. I think we can all remember freshman year, leaving junior high or middle school, depending on how you guys called it. We all heard the rumors of how high school was college before college. We were told that we shouldn't care about silly things such as Pokemon cards, and unfortunately for my parents, I didn't listen to that one. For those of us who tried attending in person, a little thing called COVID-19 put a small wrench in that plan, but even with that major change in our lives, we still thrived. After freshman year and a haircut or two, everything kind of felt like a blur. The fever dream of staying at home and somehow still going to school became our new reality. Soon, days, months, even years passed, with COVID-19 still having a nagging little corner in the back of our minds. Heck, if someone sneezes right now, I feel like we just look at them in fear. It wouldn't even really be like, "God bless you." As school got more challenging, so too did our world. With conflicts between Russia and Ukraine causing fears of World War III, our generation was filled with more fear than ever before. And I know this speech might sound a little depressing at this point, but I mean, that's kind of the point. Look around you, we made it. Your grandparents may have walked uphill both ways to school, but we went to school during a pandemic. I don't know about you, but I'm holding out over my kids' heads. So, eventually we hit junior year, and it felt like the last few steps were in motion. We're 1 year away from being seniors, 1 year away from trying to sell ourselves to colleges. And we'd always heard about how daunting college was, and it finally felt like it was getting real. You know, we were finally getting used to high school, we were getting kicked out. Some of us, you know, and now we're here, senior year. The little ribbon we have to tie on top of our high school careers. We had to start applying to colleges officially, and if we were thinking about going, but I procrastinated that, so. And we had to start thinking about saying goodbye. Goodbye to our families, goodbye to our teachers, goodbye to home. We made it. Anything we wanted, we could do. Want to be a doctor? Go for it. A programmer? You can do it. Voice actor? Me too, but I don't know. As kids, we were always told that the world is our oyster, and at some point, I think we all forgot. Don't do something just because it's what other people think you should do. If you have been told that you should be a doctor because you're smart, really think if that's what you'll be happy doing. If you were told you couldn't be a doctor because you weren't smart enough, keep fighting. There's absolutely nothing that can stop you besides you. And so, I challenge you to look back on how you felt before graduating. If you had feelings of not being good enough or being too weird or anything, I inspire you to try and challenge that way of thinking. Don't forget how you felt, just change it going forward. I'm now almost done with this speech, so if you could shake your neighbor awake if they fell asleep, that'd be kind of nice. I'm going to leave this quote with you guys. To live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Frederick Nietzsche. Thank you all for listening, and congratulations, class of 2024.